Hello hustlers, and today we have an exciting video for you. It's one that was brought up in the stream. If you guys haven't watched it, make sure you give it a watch, and we're doing it every Sunday. Now, today's video we're going to be tackling a head-to-head comparison of two giants in the eVTOL industry. Joby Aviation and Archer Aviation. Where do they currently stand in terms of aircraft production? Now let's dive into it. First off, let's set the stage. Both Archer and Joby are poised to revolutionise urban transportation with their eVTOL aircrafts, but they've taken two different paths to get there. Joby was founded in 2009 by Joe Ben. They've been in the game for over a decade, focusing on developing a 6-rotor aircraft that promises speed, range, and vertical integration in manufacturing. Archer Aviation, on the other hand, was founded way later in 2018 by Brett Adcock and Adam Goldstein. They've been moving with agility, aiming for quick market entry with their 4-passenger, 12-rotor Midnight aircraft. Now let's dive in to where they stand with production. Just before we get into it, make sure you subscribe down below. Now let's dive into it. So Joby Aviation has made significant strides. Their prototype development has been flying full-scale prototypes since 2017. By 2024, they've completed extensive testing, including over 30,000 miles of flight, showcasing their aircraft's capability in various conditions. Their S4 model is designed for speed, reaching up to 200 miles per hour with a range of 100 miles on a single charge. So another factor affecting production is certification. Joby is ahead in the FAA certification process. They've already secured a Part 135 air carrier certification, enabling them to operate their aircraft commercially once fully certified. They're currently in the 4th stage of the 5-stage certification process, with a focus on proving compliance with safety standards. Now, what this video is all about, the manufacturing side of it. Joby's approach is vertically integrated, meaning they control and manage most of their production process from start to finish. They design, manufacture and assemble many components in-house, from electric motors to batteries and propellers. This strategy allows for tight quality control, innovation at every single level, and protection to their proprietary technology. They're not just designing, but also manufacturing most of their aircraft components. In March of 2024, they announced a plan for a massive $500 million manufacturing facility in Ohio, aiming to produce up to 500 aircrafts annually. The only problem that can be seen from this is that it's going to be a stricter certification process. We'll discuss it further in the Archer section of this video. As well as the Ohio manufacturing plant, they've also got a significant partnership with Toyota, providing not just capital but also manufacturing experience. This will be vital for Joby, as it will allow them to produce mass volumes at scale once they receive their certification. Now let's discuss Archer. They're no less ambitious, and their prototype Archer's Midnight aircraft has been in development with full focus on rapid testing. By late 2024, they've flown their full-scale prototype, demonstrating both vertical takeoff and forward flight, though their transition from hover to cruise has been less showcased than Joby's. So where are Archer with certification? Archer is also navigating the FAA certification landscape, but seems to be a step behind Joby. They're in the process of certification, with plans to start commercial flights by 2025. The company has been proactive in setting up groundworks with the FAA, but they're still in the early stages compared to Joby. This is where I think that Archer has the edge on Joby. Their manufacturing procedure opts for a more traditional approach, with partnerships with Tier 1 aerospace suppliers like Honeywell and Garmin for components. This strategy aims at speeding up certification process by using established certified components. Archer is planning to manufacture at a high volume, with a facility in Covington, GA, that we covered in another video previously, set to produce up to 2,000 Midnight vehicles yearly. Archer have also partnered up with Stellantis for manufacturing support, which could potentially fund more aggressive production scaling. Now, as these aircrafts are slightly different, I think it's important that we compare the two and see what's the difference in the designs. So the aircraft design for Joby focuses on efficiency, speed, with fewer, larger rotors, while Archer opts for more rotors for a potential better load distribution and stability. Joby's integration of all systems in-house might lead to a more optimized aircraft, but at a potential of higher certification risk due to custom components. So the next thing you'd probably ask is, when will these companies be getting their market entry? So Joby seems closer to a full-scale commercial operation, with a clearer path to certification and production due to their longer development timeline. Archer, with its more aggressive timeline, might catch up if the certification process smooths out quickly. And do these companies have enough cash to keep it going? Well, both companies have significant cash reserves. Joby's investment from Toyota gives it a robust financial backing, while Archer has been raising capital to match this, including offers from Stellantis. So Joby's vertical integration could mean fewer supply chain main issues, but higher initial investment. And Archer's strategy might offer quicker market entry, but with the risk and dependency of external suppliers for critical components. But this basically means Archer probably have a better chance at getting their parts approved by the FAA, as they won't have to go through a certification process on them components. So now the question that's on all of our minds: when will we see these rolled out? Joby is poised to roll out its service in 2025, with production scaling in the following years. Their partnership with Dubai and New York City test flights show that they're preparing for a global market. Archer, on the other hand, plans to start commercial flights around the same time, but needs to nail down the certification faster. They're focused on the US market initially, and Dubai, like we covered in our previous video, with expansion plans for international markets. So where do Joby and Archer stand? Joby leads in terms of certification progress and production readiness, but Archer's rapid development, pace and strategic partnerships could close the gap quickly. Both companies are on the cusp of changing how we think about urban mobility. So do you guys think that this will be a $1 trillion market cap by 2040? If you're like me, you'll have a lot of questions about this $1 trillion industry. In this video here, we've answered 3 of the largest ones. So give it a watch, and I'll see you next time.